Well, in the tradition of the vaudeville days, it was always considered good showmanship to follow a talking act with a musical act. So here's one of the best there is, singing Johnny Zero. It's Marion, Hutton, and the Modernaires.
The kids all called him Johnny Zero. In school they always used to say, Johnny got a zero, Johnny got a zero, Johnny got a zero today. The kids all laughed at Johnny Zero, and they would tease him when they played. Johnny got a zero, Johnny got a zero, Johnny got a zero today. He couldn't concentrate on study. Mine was always in the sky. When he grew up, he left his buddy, and Johnny learned how to fly. Now they still call him Johnny Zero, and all the pilots proudly say, Johnny got a zero, he got another zero, Johnny got a zero, hooray! Johnny Zero's a hero today. Now I was Johnny Zero's teacher. He couldn't figure anyway.
2 and 2 is 7, and 6 and 4 is 11, and 5 and...
Johnny!
Yes, ma'am.
You got another zero today. The kids all laughed at Johnny Zero. He couldn't learn his history. Just like Jackie Horner, always in the corner, the dash cam fit him to a T. He couldn't concentrate on his studies. His mind was always up in the sky. When he grew up, he left all his buddies. Johnny learned how to fly. Now they still call him Johnny Zero, and all the pilots proudly say, Johnny got a zero today, today. Johnny got a zero, hooray, hooray. Johnny got a zero today.
Marion, Hutton, and boys. And now, if you'll excuse me for a minute, fellas, I'd like to address a few remarks to Dick Powell. Now, Dick,
Yes, sir?
before you got into pictures, you used to be a master of ceremonies in theaters, weren't you?
That's right, yeah.
Tell me, how do you think I'm doing at the job?
Well, Eddie, I tell you, I've got quite a bit of insurance. So I'm going to tell you the truth.
Now, wait a minute, Dick. I'm not that bad, am I?
Well, no, Eddie. As a matter of fact, you're not bad at all. But the only thing I thought listening to you there was that, well, you're not quite funny enough. You know, you don't put enough gags into your introductions.
Gags?
Yeah, for instance, well, in the olden days when I was an MC in the theater, if I had to introduce a girl act, I'd say something like this. We had all our prop jokes, you see. I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet the Darling sisters, 2 lovely twins. I'm sure these girls are twins because I know both their mothers. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
That's what you used to do.
That's right, yeah.
No, very funny ad-libbing.
Yeah.
Very funny. Marvelous. Killing it.
Or, as Bob Hope would say, I'd say, give this little girl a great big hand because she doesn't have to do this sort of thing for a living. Her folks were in the iron and steel business. Her mother steels and her father irons. You see, Eddie, you know, come to think of it, it's a good thing I got into pictures, you know.
Yeah, come to think of it, I'm glad you said that, Dick. You know, after those jokes, I think I'll stick to straight announcements. For instance, I'm just going to tell the fellas that you've introduced more hit songs and musical pictures than we have time to list here. And because they've requested so many of them, you're going to sing a medley of the ones you think they like best. Now, how's that, Dick?
That's perfect, Eddie. Maestro, I'm on.
White is black and black is white, for no good reason that I know. only that my baby says it's so. Night is day, day is night, the moon at noon is all aglow, just because my baby says it's so. I caught her kissing someone else to my confusion. She said what I saw was an optical illusion. I was wrong, she was right, and as I said a while ago, that's because my baby says it's so. In her eyes there was moonlight, and a rose in her hair. In my arms there was no one, so I just put her there. On her lips was a promise, in my heart was a prayer. When I finally went, I went home with a scent of the rose in her hair. Oh, baby, what I couldn't do with plenty of money and you. In spite of the worry that money brings, just a little filthy lucre buys a lot of things, and I could take you to places you'd like to go. But outside of that, I've no use for dough. It's the root of all evil, of strife and upheaval. But I'm certain, honey, that life could be sunny with plenty of money and